don't see me. Hey, everybody. Goodness gracious. Woo, woo. Get the camera right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the TLP Gardening Show. TLP Gardening Show. TLP Gardening Channel. I guess that would do feel like it's a show if it's on a channel, right? But welcome. I hope everybody's doing good. Y'all, I feel it coming soon. I'm going to get into what I got going on here, but soon I'm going to get brave enough to hit that go live button. I feel it on my inner parts that I'm mustering up enough bravery to go live. I feel like my lighting isn't what I want it to be, but we going out anyhow because I was determined to record this evening. I just wanted to check in with you all. We talked a little bit before about what I call about winter woes and what gardeners doing in this weather when you're in climates that are rough. Because here in eastern North Carolina, and I'm gonna say northeastern because where I'm at is really close to the Virginia line. So here, weather miserable. Cold, wet, windy, all of that is not conducive for being outside and getting anything done. And I had an experience today too at Walmart I want to share with y'all, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to do. Let you know that I'm not around here lying and just saying stuff, right? And not doing it, practicing what I preach. One of the things I didn't say on my other video that I had in my mind when I was talking about the things you can do during the winter, you can also not forget about your soil. If you're a container gardener like me, I have pots out there from epic fails of stuff that I just took out. And sometimes you don't take stuff out because it failed. Sometimes you're tired of growing it. Sometimes it's something that's not going to come back. I mean, you just need to remove it from the pot. But you still have that good soil. I have an empty pot that I continue to add eggshells to. I continue to put banana water in, coffee grounds in, whatever I want to do to it so that when it's time to ready, set, go, and actually put the plants outside, I have some really good, already what I call mature soil, that has some good stuff in it. So that's something you can do while you're waiting to get outside. But what I have here and what I'm doing this evening in the lab is just mixing up my normal stuff. This is that same, if you watch my other video, it's the same Jiffy, what is it called? It's Jiffy potting mix. It's a Jiffy potting mix, and I just got, I want y'all to see this. Look at me showing it here. Y'all see it? So it's just perlite, the Jiffy mix, and if you see that little tinge of green, I'm throwing soil at y'all. That little tinge of green, that's this. I have forgot. That's neem powder. Organic neem powder. I just got it off of Amazon. I had forgot about it, that I even had it. And I think it was Lady Cheryl who was doing a live, and she was talking about how they sell us that neem that hardly have any neem oil and got all this other additive stuff. And I have a bottle of that stuff, and I was like, let me check my bottle. And lo and behold, it was 1%, 0.1% of neem oil and like 99% of I don't know what else is in that bottle. So anyway, and I remembered, I was like, I got some powder that I can put in my soil. So I had to, thank you, Lady Cheryl, because that jogged my memory that I had that. And so I just do my mixing. And y'all know I like to put the perlite in there. And get that going. And what I'm going to do, and I may not even keep y'all long enough to watch me do the whole thing, or maybe I might. If if y'all willing to rock with me, it shouldn't take me long to do it. And I'm gonna talk while I'm doing it, so I need to raise my volume up so y'all can hear me. Y'all hope y'all hear me. But I was in Walmart today because I'm not going nowhere this weekend. It's gonna get down into the 20s, I believe. And I'm gonna be in my pajamas on Saturday, me and my babies, and we gonna be chilling. And I don't want to have to run to anybody's grocery store. And so I was in there. Of course, I done forgot something. Y'all give me 1 second. So I was in there, right? And you know, I was lured to the garden section because I saw some trees that was sitting outside. I said, oh, well, let me just see how much they cost. Now, they didn't have anything on, you know, it was not, everything was full price. Not too bad. They were $24, about $25. And they had plum trees, apple trees. And I was just looking at the fruit ones. And, of course, peach trees. I said, okay, now, right now I'm not in a position to buy a full price tree. And I need to start going to really honestly need to start visiting local nurseries and get relationships, you know, locally. Since I'm a new gardener, I really hadn't built any relationships with my nurseries, even though I know there's some around here. So, went in, and I was lured again by what? Seed packages. So I was still over there, going over there and looking at the seeds, and a woman just kind of walked by while I was standing there. Oh yeah, one more thing, y'all. Like this, I just got a little bit of, just because I got it. This is just a little bit of coffee. Just because my thing where I dump my my scraps and stuff is full, and I have it in the house, and I just need to just dumping that out. Just a little bit of coffee. Adds to the soil. And there's that. Anyway, so I was in there and I was standing at the seed display. And the lady was like, she came out, she was like, it's early to have seeds out, isn't it? And I said, what you talking about? I said, no. I said, well, see, you want to get here early and start getting seeds because, one, if you wait till everybody else gets the light bulb up on, right? Because I didn't know whether she was talking about it's early for me to be buying seeds because she saw me picking stuff up, or just early for them to have the display out there. But either way, I was like, well, first of all, you want to, before everybody else get the light on, because as soon as they see sunshine, they say, oh yeah, gardening. And then they run, and then you don't have the pick of the seeds you may want, right? And then another thing, I told her, I said, I've already started growing in my house. She was like, oh, really? Oh, okay. Like, like so, quit talking to me like, oh, okay, plant lady. And I didn't mind it, you know, I understood, but she started talking to me first, so. But I thought about this. I was like, ain't that something? I said, she's saying, it's kind of early for seeds, ain't it? Like, either why you buying them this early or why they got it out this early. But to us gardeners, this is what I talk about. It's a different mindset to this thing because we are like, it's 2 weeks in February. We late. You know, we're like, we are late. And some of you who got even worse weather than I do, we do here in North Carolina, are like itching with that itch, especially if you don't have a, you know, a greenhouse or some other place to house. I think I need a little more perlite. What, y'all? I'm telling you, soon I'm gonna have everything I need to know how to get up. Maybe. And for those of y'all who want to look, this is just perlite. For those of y'all who didn't see it before, it's nothing fancy. But anyway, so those of us who do garden are like, It's 2 weeks into February. I am ready. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go. Like, I'm supposed to be seeing green in my little start trays and in my cups. I'm ready to see something sprout, and I'm ready to see life. As I was saying, it's like a different mentality, because the average man is waiting to actually see the conditions they want to see to start doing it. Message. Actually see the see the right conditions before they make a move. But a gardening mindset is like, oh, the sun coming. I heard I don't know who I was watching. Forgive me, because I've been really trying to consume my gardening family's content. Somebody was talking about it was cold, but they heard the animals mating and carrying and keeping up all these noises. And it was another gardener who said, she does like have little bird sanctuaries and things like that. And she was like, the birds are already starting to do their thing that they would do in spring. So even though we still got some cold stuff, they ready, or for whatever, or basically that's the sign. Nature's telling us. Gardeners are watching the signs, not looking for the exact conditions to be perfect. We're preparing for what we know is bound to happen, right? We're preparing for what we know is bound to happen. And not waiting, right? Because by the time you wait till the sun is all hot, it's too late. Go out there and burn up everything. Be like I was. Be like I was when I first started gardening and putting stuff out there, and my stuff burned into a crisp. Didn't know what was cool weather, hot weather, needed shade. Just was out there planting. That's why I got them empty pots out there that I'm nursing their soil. Because I had some fails, which we know failures ain't really failures. It's learning experiences. But anyway, I didn't get no food. I ended up plucking out stuff that might even had a chance, but I ain't know no better. I ended up just getting rid of it because this is sickly looking. This is terrible. But yeah, we don't wait, to start making the moves. We're preparing for what we know is coming, and that's just a life. Me and this damp soil. This is still. I tried to dry it out. I'm sorry, y'all. I tried to dry out this Jiffy Mix. I have it like just sitting open. And my house condition, it's not humid in here, I don't think. But I don't know. I don't know. Winter usually dry around here as far as like the air quality and stuff. But this soil really took a beating when we got that little bit of snow that we rarely get here in the NC. But it's all good. Pre-moistened soil is good. Oh, I mean, it's damn. Y'all got me questioning, like, should I even think about ordering this? Well, first of all, I gotta know what I'm putting in here first. I'll show y'all what I'm getting ready to put into my little Dollar Tree planter that I'm so excited about. And y'all don't do like I almost did. Y'all gonna laugh at me. I'm in here with a power drill trying to drill some holes in the bottom of these containers. You see those things on the bottom? They come off. You don't need to drill a hole in them. And I actually have, because I'm starting this stuff inside, I see I got the holes exposed there. And I just sitting it inside of another container of its same kind. Well, I almost did that perfect, y'all. Of its same kind. But yeah, so I'm just thankful of the mentality that comes with this thing. Oh yeah, y'all, I put a lot of stuff on my table so I can kind of remind me till I get real fancy with my camera. But this is my mint I had told y'all I had bought from the from a grocery store. See, it's kind of leaning because I keep it in the windowsill. It's leaning toward the toward where the sun is. I'm gonna put pruning it and putting some leaves in my tea and stuff like that. But that sister, I'm gonna plant her in something big and let her just go wild. But yeah, conditions outside is not an excuse to procrastinate or a reason not to get active or feel like you gotta be all inactive. You just gotta be willing to I was gonna say, now I know I got my thing. You just gotta be willing to have stuff a little, not crazy, but like I said, I'm in an apartment. Gardening to have you being like, how much space do I really need in my kitchen to cook and, you know, where the kids don't fall down over bags of soil and pots. When you don't have a storage or a garage, you know, or you got a little storage but you don't want your stuff in there, you know, how much living room space do I really need? You know, I mean, I've got stuff sitting on laundry totes to make sure it's up enough to get the sun, like, you know, and it's fine because once the conditions outside get good, ready, set, grow. So I'm not worried about that. But yeah, I thought that was cool. And y'all, I'm working on, I thought about something else too. But I don't want to make this no long ramble. I just want to show you, I'm talking long enough to show y'all the finished product. So just hang on. It ain't going to take me that long. I had already done this on another video. I'm going to plant some more of that garlic that I showed you guys. That y'all seem to like that video. Thank y'all. That the trick about growing the garlic in the cup with the wet paper napkin, and putting it on a windowsill. See, shoots, roots. I had so much of it do so good, because some of it took a little longer than the other ones, and I was about to give up on it and just be like, well, I'll just eat y'all. But then they started going wild. I was like, okay. They was like, we want to grow too. I said, well, come on then. Well, come on and grow then. Ooh, look at that one. Look at that. Okay. So, yeah, there's no excuse or reason to feel not useful in this season or feel like you're doing stuff too early. Just like I said, do your research. You know, I did hear that you don't want to start certain things too early. But again, if you have the conditions that are going to be healthy for that plant, even if you can't put it outside yet, then shoot, me and my love newly gardening self says go for it. Grow for it. Hey, go for it. I'm just going to put, some of these are little, but it's not much space. I'm going to put about three of these in there. And there's more soil. And then I just got to find another place to prop this up. And that's another thing about me living in this apartment. It's not a lot of I don't have a lot of windows either, believe it or not. So I have to be creative. I'm just getting my hands dirty, y'all. Just sticking my fingers in there. I have to get creative about my placement for everything I have to get sun, while it's in here with me, growing in my home conditions. Okay, get in there. All of you in there, all of you. I'm trying to get in there. Just a tip, just a tip. Yeah, so I have to be careful about, or be creative rather. Be creative with my, I love garlic. This stuff smells so good. But I have to be creative about my placement. Yeah. But I gotta look and make sure I can see these jokers. So I know what I planted. Thank God all of them have a little tip, even if they're little, very little. They have a tip to them. Just gotta pay attention. Alright, one more. And y'all. Alright, so I got garlic planted in here. Now, the last thing I'm going to do, then I'm going to let y'all go. I was here to tell y'all, see, I get off track. I was here to tell y'all another thing I was thinking about today. I think it was Broke Farmer 76 that had he did a live. And his question in the live was about, what you want to go ahead and tell Kroger. They ain't got to worry about you buying no more. You don't, basically you want to go in the grocery store and not have to purchase anymore. I wonder if that's too high up. And I had said some foods and everything in the live chat. But I thought about something that I'm working on building up right now for me as a new gardener and trying to grow things as I go. I don't want to keep buying a lot of soil. And mind you, I don't have my own yard technically. Some grass out there. Y'all will see me out there on the back patio. But I got family members who got houses and land. And it made me think of something that Lead Farmer 73 was talking about, how he had that pecan roll, doing the pecan dance with the pecan roller while he was working. I'm going to be knocking on my family door and some of my friends, can I have some of your leaves? I just want to use it to mulch. I want to use it to grow my soil. And I thought about that. I was just driving home and I was like, you know what? I was looking at all the people's yards that had the leaves just all on the side of their yard. I guess, that they blew on the edge. And I was like, you know what? Get some of them leaves. Because I was sitting there thinking, I need to start multiplying my soil. Because it can get expensive if you don't get the cheap stuff or and I don't want to say cheap stuff because I feel like soil is soil. But, if stuff is not on sale like that, or if you need a certain amount because of what you're trying to do initially, you only have what you have. Now, once you have your initial sets of soil, pots and things like that, then you just add to your soil. You add your coffee grounds, you add your good stuff to it. Let me show you something else I'm doing. Y'all see these? This is nothing but the butts of this that I have from the grocery store. And a lot of y'all already know the hack about regrowing groceries. Well, normally you put it in a cup of water, right? Let it grow until you see the green. But you know what I'm doing? Well, no, not until you see the green, until you see roots form. But this was in my refrigerator like this. And so I'm not even going to put it in water. I'm going to go ahead and stick with all these roots in this moist and damp soil. And if I remember correctly, I don't even think onions don't like being like super soaked. So I think they'll be quite happy not getting drenched. Like I'm not going to drench this garlic either. And I like these kind of onions because I don't know if there's different, y'all let me know in the comments. I don't know about all the different names. I mean, I hear people say walking onions, bunching onions. They're probably different species, different types from the same family. But what I like about these green onions, I got some growing outside as well, taking in all this cold rain. They don't mind being crowded. I have one that, honestly, they kind of grew together like Siamese twins. I have to show y'all it. But they don't mind being kind of crowded together. That's why I had this in mind when I was like, ooh, what am I going to plant in my stackable planters? Because it's not a lot of, it's got some depth to it, but it's not a lot of space to it. Because you need to leave space to stack. If you're going to use them as stackables, you got to leave room you know, a bit of dirt that's not doing anything, but I guess being nourishment to what's in the little round parts. But okay, y'all. Whew. Thank y'all for staying with me. Okay, here we go. Got green onions. Got garlic cloves. You see the little baby tips? Some of the tips ain't that baby. Look at that. Look at that. So anyway, y'all, I just want to share that with you. I'm in the lab this evening, working and just encouraging you all to continue to grow. Thank you all so much for encouraging me. I have seen the comments and I have seen the views, and everyone makes me smile. I appreciate it so much. Y'all just don't know. And I hope to continue to make my presence known on your channels and just encourage you as you encourage me. So that's it, guys. All right. Love y'all. This is the Little People's Gardening channel. Budget's not too little. Space ain't too little to do a big thing like gardening. And I'll see y'all later.